Welcome back everyone to Outworld Platinum walkthrough. In the last episode we crawled through the final dungeons, if you dare to call them that. We got our hands on the last remaining artifact weapons and awakened them. So our collection is now complete. We did a lot of running around the map, but we are finally done with that. So in this episode, we can take care of Vengeful Ouroboros. On the ground here you can see my backpack. I already set it up for the area that we need to go to for this quest. So let's get started now. First thing you're gonna want to do is talk to Evangeline, of course.
Wonderful news!
I think we finally got some breathing room. New Sirocco should be stable for a while. We've all done some excellent work, you included, Umberto.
I'm really not so certain about our situation. I think the magma level rose by an inch last night, Evangeline. The change was visible.
This could put the entire lower basin of the settlement at risk.
The magma flow shifts all the time, Dorian. You know that.
Our priority should be finishing the last of the important construction projects and ensure we are truly self-sufficient.
I agree with Evangeline. There's no natural reason why the magma would suddenly rise on its own.
And the terrain here isn't unstable like old Sirocco was. I inspected the tunnels myself when we arrived here.
There must be an answer.
Look, if you're that concerned, I'll start inspecting all again once the last batch of essential constructions is finished. Otherwise, it'll take at least 150 days, blah blah blah.
Give us a hand, will you?
We need 4 specialized buildings in total, with two in total improved upon. That should be the last.
So there you are.
Let's check our quest log. We already did that. My town is complete. I have 6 specialized buildings now.
Ah, good timing. We have a serious problem. Dorian was right about the magma rising.
Pay attention, please.
It's proven beyond a doubt now. The flow of magma has risen an inch every night for the past 3 nights and has not gone back down since. I suspect it's picking up speed too. It will flood the lower levels of the town if we don't do something. What's causing this? I thought you said you inspected the tunnels.
I have no idea what could be causing this. It's flowing in ways that are unusual.
There's no natural phenomenon that can explain this. It's like something is pulling the magma upwards, like some kind of reverse gravity. Like a tide, when the moons pull the water up the shoreline?
There must be an answer.
That's not a bad analogy, but to pull up something as dense as magma from below the ground? No, our moons wouldn't be able to do that naturally. There's some kind of magic at play here. Holy! There's a crimson avatar. Hear me, ungrateful wretches and murderous criminals. Your cruel and childish insurgency is at an end.
I don't believe this.
What in Elad's name? Wait, I know that voice. Chamberlord Orville. What in Elad's name? What are you? You will immediately abandon this worthless outpost and return the Ember to its rightful place, and then return to your post in Sirocco. Or you can stay here in this dust bowl and be consumed by the rising magma I command. Surrender the traitors Evangeline, Joseph, and Dorian to face their rightful executions by fire, and agree to return to your rightful place as our property, and you shall not be harmed. Any who dare refuse will be punished by fire and death.
I don't believe this.
You madman! All Sirocco is lost and destroyed. Our settlement is finally stable, and you would destroy it to chase this fantasy? Silence, old worm! We will restore the natural order of society. We will return to the deserved golden age you stole from us. Sirocco will once again be the most glorious city in Ori. You will abandon this foolish rebellion and return to your appointed place, or you will be treated as the beasts of burden you are. Consider yourselves blessed that I even afford you this mercy after the death of my son.
Why? Why do they refuse to understand the culpability in what happened?
After all they did to us, After all the deaths in the collapse, they still think they are righteous and innocent. How is he still so blind?
I don't understand. He was a mere dabbler in the magical arts. How did he attain this level of power?
Someone must be helping him. But who? Who would have this kind of raw magical force and be willing to aid him with the nobles, when the nobles are so disadvantaged?
Not to derail your musings, but we need to act on this immediately.
If that madman isn't stopped... Leave that to me. I can take him on. Buy me as much time as you can.
Agreed. We need all hands on deck for this. Joseph, you're with me.
We need to get to work teams to divert incoming magma into as many side tunnels and cracks as possible. Any time we can buy is precious.
Got it! Dorian, put our maids to work on controlling the Ember Heart.
Have him cool off the town's magma flow as much as he can. The slower the magma flows, the more time we'll have.
Well, let's get to work.
We don't have any leads for you, Umberto. You'll have to find where those bastards are hiding on your own. We're counting on you.
So there you are.
And now our quest has been updated. We're supposed to track down the Chamber Lord. And he's hiding somewhere in the Caldera region. With all the talk of the lower levels, I think now that Joseph... He inspected the tunnels, so I don't trust him, because the magma is still rising. I'm gonna check it out myself. So I'm gonna make my way down here. And in this area we can see an entrance in the distance over here. So let's enter the Sirocco Mines. There won't be any fighting in here, so no need to prepare for combat. We just want to make our way through all the way until the end. There's a magma filled room, so we're just gonna cross here. Oh yes. Bring an amethyst geode, petrified organs and some voltaic vines when you come down here, by the way. When you interact with the statue, there are holes in the statue with red light shining from it. Perhaps you could repair it with an amethyst geode, a voltaic vine and petrified organs. So let's insert the missing parts. And we learned the Severed Obsidian, which is the third companion that you can summon here in this area. By area I mean the Caldera. Okay, we are now making our way back to Sirocco and talk to Evangeline again. No, we're not. We are just going back to Sirocco. But we need to get back to town because now is the time to prepare for the final dungeon. And we're gonna go all out on this one. So bring your best foods, bring your best potions. I'm gonna show you the little concoction in my backpack that I came up with. So, we got the companions, the Kid Caligray, the Daughter Medice and the Severed Obsidian. And they are needed for an optional boss. I'm not sure I'm going to show in the walkthrough, but we'll see what happens. First we are back in town and we want to make our way back to our hobo camp. And up here again. Alright, here is my backpack. Alright, my final preparations are done. I am now fully rested on everything. My sleep bonus is pretty fresh from the luxury tent. For this dungeon you want to bring the Red Lady's dagger that we got all the way back in Unmerker Forest. You can see I have gone fully out on my lightning damage. I brought some of the best foods, but I won't be needing much of those. I will upgrade my inventory when I'm very close to the boss, so I won't be needing the drums for now. I think I can manage when I just bring them in last minute. So I'm going to save some space. My backpack will be picked up pretty soon. So before you head out, you want to talk to this healer over again.
Greetings, friend.
Now we have Elad's barrier, very nice. Oh, now it's time to head out. First, I want to use the Cured Pfeifferfish. It restores burnt mana and adds mana regen. Now that's what I want. Let's eat the tartine. And let's leave town now. So we are now fully rested. We have Elad's barrier and we have some of the strongest food items in the game. We are so ready. And we have enough guns. So first you want to make your way straight to the west. I'm not going to do any mountain goating this time. I'm going to take the straight path. So west we go. The quest tells you to find out where the nobles are hiding out with the Crimson Avatar, but it's not hard to find. Once you reach the center of the map, it will become apparent where you need to go. I'm not gonna bother with picking up anything right now. I just want to make progress. All the way to the west until we reach the sign. There it is. And now we want to make our way north from the sign. And you can already see something ominous is going on over here. So let's check it out. So there's like a big kind of rock of magma floating in the sky with a few smaller ones orbiting around it. Looks quite impressive, to be honest. Let's check it out. You can see a bunch of fire enemies down there. Burning men and obsidian elementals. So, in case you didn't read the memo, fire is going to be what we'll be facing. I mean, the Crimson Avatar told us, fire and death. Let's enter the Scarlet Sanctuary. And brace your ears. Music goes so hard. Okay, in all seriousness though, this is where I will back up my save in case I fail at the dungeon. I don't want to lose my progress, so I will see you right back and we will tackle this dungeon. Hell yeah! Alright, let me quickly show you my equipment. I'm going with the Lightmender's backpack. I'm going to take the Red Lady's dagger, frozen chakram, traveling gear won't be needed, but combat gear all the more. Status resist won't be needed. Healing. Definitely bring some water, bring some more healing and all your food buffs. Or potions or whatever. This is one of the last dungeons, so if you're not going all out, I don't know what you're doing with this game. Speaking of status, resistance won't be needed. Goodbye. I'm gonna leave this just right here. Wait, where is the... yeah, there it is. And now we are preparing for the dungeon. Oh, my bless is ready again. So let's make sure I start with those. We need the warm buff because the warm wound because there's a bunch of fire enemies in here. Not enough mana, it's alright. Focus and enrage. Don't use up mana. Now let's put on the combat gear. And I'm gonna eat a jerky. And also protein to make me sleepy so I get mana regen going. Right, let's go. Straight ahead there's 2 burning men and a ghost on the bridge. So they will probably set you on fire because it's a straight line and it's hard to avoid the burning men. But we're doing so much damage. They didn't get a chance. So I'm not going to loot every enemy, but I'm gonna make sure to show you the chests. Like over here. It's a regular chest, shimmer potion. But I want to make my way through this dungeon quickly, so I don't have to recast my buffs after every fight. So in the giant hall there's 2 obsidian elementals and a burning man. So make short work of them. Come on, don't run away. Now let's drink some water to extinguish the flames. And there's a corpse over here. So we can get our spirit buddy. Down here there's 4 rooms blocked. There's 1 giant red door and there's 1 open path. I'll go with the open path first. And you can see down there is a ghost. But don't be fooled. Further down there's a Scarlet Emissary. So I'm going to place my wind sigil at the top of the stairs over here. Now I equip the Chimera pistol and now I'm going to gun it down. Can't get over here. Let's hope the ghost doesn't block my shots again. What is happening? Come on, over here. Before the sigil wears off. Come on. Cannon next. And now the cage pistols. And for the emergency I have 3 hail thrust guns to clear the to end them. Oh, chromium shards. Why not? And you can see a glowing lever over here. Let's interact with it. Let's reload the guns. And for the cannon pistol, I am now going with the shatter bullet. Also, it is high time to reapply the buffs. Blessed and warm. Marine protection never hurts. Good. Up here is an ornate chest. The reason I'm going super lightweight is because the Lightmender's backpack has like half the capacity of the backpack I'm used to. But I still want to loot. So now one of the barriers has disappeared, which sounds like an invitation to me if there ever was one. And there's a bunch of fire enemies again. Let's take care of the Burning Man first. Alright, now the Elemental. Stop it. You're already dead, you just don't know it yet. Okay, there's a lever up here. Water is in my backpack. Also, there's 2 more corpses on this side. Let's get some backup. And now into the main hall again. Our prediction was right, another barrier has disappeared. But be careful, behind this one is another Scarlet Emissary. There he is. Let's place the wind sigil down once more. Chimera pistol and let's lure him. Come on. Now the Hail Frost. There we go. His body got flung all the way back here. Okay, behind this corner is another ornate chest. There we go. And up over here is another lever, and I have to reload my guns once more. This is the only tedious part. I mean, they are very powerful with the lightning bullet, but reloading does take some time. Let's reload this one too. Already. Now the cannon again, the shatter bullet. And let's move out. Infuse the weapon again, put up blessed and warm as well. That should be enough. Now another barrier has disappeared. Let's eat some of that good maze mash. I want to eat the savage stew now too. It doesn't really matter, we are just tearing through the enemies. There's another sample in here, at least in my game. More fire enemies. 2 obsidian elementals this time. It does not even matter, bro. Okay, first I want to interact with the lever. Now I make my way up the stairs because there's another corpse and another spirit buddy. Let's go. You can see here on the left there is an ornate chest pretty much on the wall. And you might be a little confused how to reach it. But this whole room, all the areas we go to, it's just one room pretty much. So you cannot miss it. Now back in the main hall. We're going to take the other door next to the other path next to the red door. Make sure you get some... Oh, what is happening? Camera does not like tiny places. Let's move up here for another obsidian elemental and 2 burning men. There we go. Goodbye. Let's move next to the stairs because there is another ornate chest. Here we go. And now up the stairs. And there we can see it in the distance.
You have no place here, Internal. Begone! This conflict does not concern you. You have no right to interfere in our affairs.
I will restore proper law and order and punish those wicked commoners as they deserve. I made a vow to protect Auri with my life. Backing down now is not an option.
Did the Lack protect us from the mob? Did he prevent our city from collapsing? No. In fact, you sided with those who dared use violence against us.
Why should we recognize Elad's authority when he clearly adds the wicked and the evil?
One of them arranged the murder of your champion Zephyrian, even though his family was one of their own. Did they not tell you?
They didn't. Even though the first pillar of the holy mission calls us to protect those in need. New Sirocco is full of innocent people. I can't let you enslave them all on pain of death, just for the action of a few.
Then you and Elad are fools. Fools who would support murderers just because they put on a sympathetic face.
We punished the criminal who killed Zephyrian, and yet it is us you accuse of being the enemy of justice.
The right to rule. It's innate. Something we were born with. Something that mob of ingrate workers and foolish merchants could never possibly understand.
If only they had known their place and obeyed, none of this would have happened. I don't want to do this, but you're leaving me no choice. I'm going to put you down.
Silence! You know nothing. Nothing! You cannot conceive of how heavy the burden of nobility is.
Only we can guide the city to its destiny. Commoners have no vision, no ambition, no right to rule.
This is the natural order of the world. The elite and the powerful rule, and those beneath us bring our vision into reality.
They exist solely to lift us up. If it weren't for us, they'd all be nothing more than animals or worthless, lazy sacks of flesh.
This is your final chance. Leave now, or be punished with flame and death.
Yeah, nice speech there, but I am not impressed. Amazing. I am going to update my backpack one more time before we get to the final clobbering of Vengeful Ouroboros. We are ready. I'll show you my backpack real quick. I have all my guns. Combat gear. I have a bunch of food. So Bread of the Wild, I'm going to show them all in order. I'm gonna use them anyway. I also adjusted my quick slots. I put the chimes in here because I plan on using them, obviously. So let's get started. First, we want the Bread of the Wild. Now we want to have Focus. We want to have Blessed. And we want to have Mist. Now we want to eat the Sierras of Ceviche. We want to eat the Savage Stew. Cured Pfeifferfish. Next the Vagabond's Jelly. Diadème de Gabier. Now it's time for the Varnish. And Runic Protection. Combat gear. Now I drink the Bracing Potion. Shimmer. Elemental Resistance. I draw my weapon and let's go. But first I want to run in and put the chimes as quickly as possible. Like this. Perfect. Now it's time for some Wind Sigil. And now it starts blasting. Goodbye. I mean, the list of active effects is crazy though. Yeah, but that was the Crimson Avatar, I guess. Amazing. But we're not done yet, because here in the back we can interact. The air is thick with intense magical warmth around the staff as it channels the Scarlet Lady's power. You reach through the scorching heat and with a yell manage to yank it free, severing the connection. New Sirocco is safe. After all my work of adding the bloodline of Sirocco's Chamber Lords to my own, they disappoint me and die. Again, it seems the only true power is in the blood of the oldest families. Very well, my plans will be adjusted. I suppose I should thank you for revealing my weaknesses to me, Umberto. It makes my eventual victory all the more certain. Underestimate humanity at your peril, Scarlet Lady. We can clearly match you. How quaint. People die, systems collapse, societies crumble. The only constant is the power of the blood. A power of wisdom and nobility passed down through the generations. Go on, treasure your victory today. Like all mortal things, it's transitory. Know this, human. My exile is temporary as well. Someday Ori will witness my presence again and will cease to be a mere myth. Someday I will return to the throne I deserve and bring my ideals into reality. Whatever. Now we want to make sure we leave. And you probably wonder why I have the Scarlet Dagger on me. Let's make our way out and back into the main hall. I know more bullets, alright. I remember. I didn't want to reload during combat. And now we want to teleport by using the big red door. And in here you can find a Scarlet Gem. Convenient. The eagle-eyed viewer might have also seen that we picked up a bunch of stuff. Cracked Red Moon and the Scarlet set. It looks ugly as hell, it has terrible resistances, but it does provide some nice damage boost to elementals. Use at your own discretion. I already loot this chest? I have. Right, we are almost done with this. I wish more dungeons had like specialized themes, because this one really hits good. And here we are, back at our backpack. Isn't that amazing? Now we want to make ourselves ready for travel because it's time to get back to the to New Sirocco. I'd love to enjoy the music some more. Unfortunately we have to get going, so exit through the caldera. And let's head back home and tell them of the good news. So that's the second lich we have killed until now. I've only shown you the two remaining ones as a little extra, because we did that before the master save. So yeah, we are now stronger than two pretty much immortal creatures already. Let's head south over here. You know the drill. Keep moving, keep moving. Oh, let's just do the mountain goat. Of course. No. Nope, nope, nope. I don't test my luck. Not if we're already almost home. So yeah, with enough prep time, even the Crimson Avatar wasn't much of a challenge. I mean, a bit of prep time is ridiculous. You have seen the list of active effects at the same time. But that's how I like to play. That's my little power fantasy. And here we are. Man, we must be a real blessing to them. We built their city from scratch, and we killed a lich just so they can chill out. I hope I get paid. You better pay me. Let's talk to Evangeline.
You killed the bastard in the nick of time, friend. A few more days and it would have been too little, too late.
The magma flow has stabilized again. We are safe.
I had my doubts about you, but you've more than carried your weight. We couldn't have made it this far without you. So, thank you for everything.
I didn't think we could start over after old Sirocco fell. But we did it. We actually have a chance to make something of this place.
What happens now? Does the settlement still need me at this point?
You're welcome to stay, you know. You're kind of a fixture around these parts now.
Our people have come to depend on you. Oh. So, how are we going to organize things going forward?
We're going to do things a little differently than our forebears. Once things settle, we'll hold frequent elections to choose our Chamberlord and head officials.
We'll find some way to ensure a smooth and frequent rotation of power.
Power must change hands frequently. Hold it for too long and it's guaranteed to lead to stagnation and corruption.
Already, some of us prioritized construction over a possible threat to the entire settlement. We should have been more vigilant.
Until we settle on a more permanent form of governance, you're free to keep your position.
As overseer of construction. You've done well by us so far, and I doubt our people would object.
So, there you are.
Vengeful Ouroboros has been completed. We have no active quest right now, except for optional ones, because I have not finished the treasure hunt here. The liches have both are yet to fall to our sword and the ledgers, but they keep repeating. There's always more to be done. No, in all seriousness though, we are now done with the Caldera questline. Let's check out the rewards we got for it. Cracked Red Moon and the Scarlet set. Yikes. But we're not done yet. Of course, we can go to the crafting menu with the Cracked Red Moon and the Scarlet Gem to have the Revenant Moon added. Yeah, this looks a lot more awesome. Look at that. Cool. Okay, so I am going to adjust my inventory real quick and I will see you right back. My inventory is adjusted. I am almost ready for the task ahead. Spoiler alert, this will be our fresh new fit, at least for the next fight. And I'm also not going to leave the Caldera yet. Well, I guess we'll see what will happen next episode, right? I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Wind be at your back, my friend.